Greetings. I'd like to demonstrate to you how you can make content available to only specific students in Blackboard. This is beneficial when providing the accommodation for access to PowerPoints or notes. So just a point on that, students who have the accommodation for notes and presentations, they need access to the actual file, the presentation file like PowerPoint, not just the PowerPoint as it's shown in the lecture video within Blackboard. This allows them to be able to access the file without having to log into Blackboard, and so makes it easier and more likely that they'll be able to use it and benefit from it. So on the course, go to course content, and whatever it is that you're planning on making available to the students, access that piece of content. I have a folder called PowerPoints for Accommodations. So there's a drop-down arrow here that I'm going to select and click on Adaptive Release. Adaptive Release has two options that might be helpful in this process. The first one is membership. So what I'm going to do is you're going to go click on this browse box here, and it is going to help you find the student within that class. For sake of student privacy, I took a picture of what that looks like, and we're going to just review that here. So it shows a list of students. You select the one that you want by clicking on this box here, and then click on Submit. Once you've submitted, then it will show you the list of the students you selected here on this list. And then click on Submit. Once you've submitted that, now only those students have access to this folder. Also, you'll notice down here it says enabled adaptive release. It'll let you know if that folder actually has saved that adaptive release rule. There's another adaptive release option too I just wanted to show you as well. And that one has to do specifically with dates. So let me go back here real quick. Okay, so click on the drop-down arrow, adaptive release, and date. There's two options for dates. We only really would want to use the display after option. This would allow you to limit when each PowerPoint file would be available to the student in this folder. So if you don't want the students to see PowerPoints for units that have not been covered yet, this is a great option that will allow it to be available when you start that unit. And it's automatic, so you don't have to go back and change it. You can set when you want to make that available, and then once done, click Submit, and now the adaptive release option is set up for the specific students you want to have access and the specific dates for which you want them to have access. Just to point on that, you don't want to do the date on the folder. If you're doing the folder option, you would want to do the date on the actual PowerPoint file itself, because this will be attached specifically to that file, and you'll have that specific date selected there. You do not have to add users to each of the files, though, as long as they are in a file folder. The file folder will limit access. That way, you can continue to drop PowerPoints in, and you don't have to change every single file that you have in that folder. Well, hope this has been helpful for you and makes it easier for you to provide accommodations for our shared students.